Alright, so my opponent's playing d4 this time, and they're gambiting. Okay, so they're playing, what is it, the Staunton Gambit? Okay, so knight c3, knight f6, g4. Ah, man. This g4 line is not supposed to be good, but always got to prove that. I think I should just play to keep e4, d5. Alright, so now I need to move. I'm going back. Queen h5 is met by g6. So pawn f3 here. So I should take on f3. I wonder if I've already misplayed it, but I'm not lost or anything, so I just got to keep playing. It doesn't feel good that I went back with knight g8. I think queen takes f3 is right now. Let's see. He's really thinking on this one. Knight takes f3 and he goes for knight e5. I feel like my most natural next move is knight c6 against most things. Even if he plays queen takes f3, I think I'm playing knight c6. No. If I play knight c6 against queen takes f3, queen takes d5 is a problem. Alright, knight takes f3. And I'm going knight c6. I want to play bishop g4 next move. So if I could play like bishop g4, queen d6, castles queenside, maybe this makes some sense. Bishop g4 is definitely the next move I want to play. My opponent is a little lower rated than the opponents I've been playing. Alright, so he's going for the pin. I'm going to play queen d6. Maybe knight e5 is a problem. I could play at least bishop d7 there. I have a pawn here, but the pawn on d7 sucks. Pawn on e7, I mean. Alright, so he does jump in knight e5. And I am going to play bishop d7. I'm threatening knight takes e5, which wins a piece. So what is he going to do? There's some dangerous stuff if he gets the right position with bishop h3, but I don't think he has the right position. I think he should probably just trade down on d7. And I'm going to play queen takes d7. And I think it's an okay position for both of us. Maybe queen f3 going after d5 makes sense for him at some point. I'm a little annoyed by the fact that I got my bishop on f8 and I've got my knight on g8 and neither can move right now. And it's not clear how to get them to better squares. Alright, queen f3. That doesn't lose a piece, but it comes close. This is an old trick. He should take on e5 now, but that lets me play queen takes e5 with check. So he does take on e5. Queen takes e5 with check. Now what? Where is he going to get out of check? My bishop is challenging his bishop on b5. I got bishop d7 versus bishop b5. He's got a knight on c3. He's got a queen on f3. My pawn on d5 is a little loose. King f2 really makes me want to get my bishop to c5, and soon. That would also make rook f8 possible if I get my bishop to c5. Do I want that so badly that I am willing to play pawn e6 and let him trade on d7? Or should I try something else that's a little more natural? Like what? I don't know. I'm going to play pawn e6. I'm playing for bishop c5 check. I'm just trying to get my pieces to fluid squares quickly. I feel like my opponent is playing pretty good moves, despite the really unorthodox opening. I think they've played logically since then, and I wonder if maybe the reason their rating is 1665 instead of 1765 or 1865 is the fact that 12 moves in, they've got a minute 23, 19, 18, etc. I'm not above taking a win on time, so if that's the case, that's all right by me. Bishop c5 check, just too natural to resist. All right. King g2. Okay, so he wants to do like bishop takes c7, which is natural. I don't mind it though. I think I'm just going to play queen f5. And I'm thinking about queen takes c2 check. Bishop d3. I didn't anticipate that. Okay. Let's just pull back queen f7. If he doesn't do anything, my next move is probably just going to be castles. Alright, he didn't stop castling, so I'm going to castle. He played rook to e1 to threaten stuff like knight takes d5, but by castling I just got out of it. So now I think like bishop c6, I'm thinking knight e7, I'm thinking rook f8. Bishop e5 does not stop bishop. Ooh! I almost forgot that my queen is hanging on f7 after he moves that. And I think, ooh, maybe that makes a lot of sense. Because he's got threats to g7 now, which is kind of annoying. I am going to... I'm going to give up a piece. I'm not sure that this is objectively correct. In fact, I would bet that it's not. But it feels like I'm going to get 3 pawns for the piece. I don't think he can take on f6 again, because I think I can trade down, and then I can pin him on the f file. So I got 3 pawns for the piece, and I've got 2 monster bishops. I just feel like I can't... How could I misplay this position? So it just feels too easy. It just took away all his threats. Rook hf1. Okay. Let's just come at him with h5. I was missing some things. But now d4 and f5. Bishop takes e6. It's a bishop on e4? I thought he had his knight on e4. I just missed that. Okay. I'm playing for time now, there's no doubt about it. I mixed up his pieces. So let's give check, and let's give another check, and let's try for mate on g3 and then g2. Alright. Keep pressing on the clock. Missed that his rook was on f4. Alright. I'm going to win on time. And that is ugly. Really, really ugly. But I just missed that he put his bishop on e4. Did it make sense for him to do that? I just assumed that he played knight e4. You know, that's one of the things about Blindfold. Sometimes you assume your opponent will play a logical move, and because you don't have the obvious visual cue that, no, he didn't do that because the other piece is sitting right there, you can interchange it. So after d4, I was certain that he was playing knight e4 right here, and then he doesn't lose a piece right away. I say he doesn't lose a piece, but I have f5, although I couldn't take right away even after that because I would be pinned here. So knight e4 seems like the right and natural move here, and he played bishop e4, and I should just take on c3. And the only reason I didn't is that I didn't realize that he had moved that particular piece to e4. If I take on e4, if I take on c3, then he gets to take on c6, which is annoying, but it is not enough for the piece. I can also play simpler moves too. Maybe I should just play a simpler move, and I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe I don't have a simpler move. So maybe bishop e4 is somewhat sensible because he's trying to give back material when I've sacrificed it. So maybe that makes sense. Anyway, a gross time win, but you know, I'm happy to be on the other side of a time win in Blindfold because usually I'm just getting it. I'm just getting slaughtered on time myself.